Hi, and welcome back to Scratch. Today we're going to make buffalo chicken empanadas. If you'd like to support the channel, please like and share this recipe. For the dough, we'll need 1 egg, 2 1/4 cups of flour, a 1/3 cup of water, a 1/2 cup of butter, a tablespoon of white vinegar, and 1 1/2 teaspoons of salt. For the filling, we'll need a pound of chicken breasts or chicken tenders, 4 ounces of cream cheese, a tablespoon of vegetable oil, a 1/4 cup of your favorite hot sauce, a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of onion powder, and a 1/2 teaspoon each of salt and pepper. We'll also need enough oil to fry our empanadas. We'll start by setting our stovetop to medium-high heat and coating a pot with our tablespoon of vegetable oil. Then we'll cook our chicken until it's cooked through, about 10 minutes per side. We'll season it with a 1/2 teaspoon salt and a 1/2 teaspoon pepper. Once the chicken is cooked through, we'll set it aside and allow it to cool while we make our empanada dough. While our chicken is cooling, we'll make our empanada dough. We'll whisk together 2 1/4 cups of flour and 1 1/2 teaspoons of salt. Then we'll slice our butter into 1-inch cubes and cut it into our flour mixture until the butter is about the size of a pea. In a second bowl, we'll whisk together our tablespoon of vinegar, egg, and 1/3 cup of water. Once whisked, we'll make a well in the center of our flour mixture and mix the two together until a somewhat dry dough forms. Once we've mixed our dough, we'll generously flour our work surface and roll it out until it's about 1/8 of an inch thick, adding more flour as required. Before using a glass or biscuit cutter to cut it into 3-inch circles, re-rolling the dough to create as many empanada shells as you can. Then we'll put it on a plate and sprinkle a little bit of flour between each piece so that the dough doesn't stick together. Once we've finished our empanada circles, we'll shred our chicken. You can use 2 forks or just squeeze it in between your hands. Once the chicken's shredded, we'll set our stovetop to medium heat and add our 4 ounces of cream cheese, 1/4 cup of hot sauce, and teaspoon each of garlic and onion powder. We'll allow this to cook until the cream cheese is melted, about 5 minutes. Once we've mixed our filling, we'll preheat a deep fryer or Dutch oven filled with oil to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Then we'll stuff our empanada shells with about 2 teaspoons of our filling. Wet the edges of the shell, fold it in half, and then crimp it with a fork. If there's any leftover filling, it goes great as a dip for tortilla chips. Once we've filled all of our empanadas, we'll fry them in batches for 4 minutes until they're golden brown. We'll serve these with ranch or blue cheese dressing for dipping. And remember, if you like the content, please subscribe.